Looks like everybody survived. Was down to like 45 last night, but they love that. They love it. So I'm gonna put them in the ground this morning. And you can see it hasn't gotten too cold because the basil's still here. If it gets cold at all, the basil's like, nope. And there's another little baby pumpkin. It might have time before it gets too cold. But anyway, this is the space that I cleared yesterday. I can't remember if I filmed it. It looks messy because I pulled the cardboard back, but it's easy. Got the garden sealed up, dog can't get in. It's go time. Put those in these bigger pots a week ago. Look at those roots. I put a few in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be in the 80s today, so I'm gonna wait on the rest of them. They were already starting to fade in the heat, so they're over here in the shade. And put some in probably this evening and maybe tomorrow evening. Try out all this okra for seed. Alright, so I was worried about putting these in yesterday. I got a little bit of heat damage. You can see that one lost that little leaf, and these are a little, but I think it'll be okay. We're only getting up to like 80, just low 80s today. There's the other two. They're looking great. And so It looks okay. I've seen this happen, and they're far enough along that they're strong enough to handle a little wilt and the cold. So there's this happy place. This one looks really good. And then the ones I left out here overnight. Oh, the cars are so loud. Doesn't sound that loud on film, surprisingly. These look really good. So I left them in the shade yesterday as not to shock them, and so yeah, I think I can put some of these in. And look, there's a nice shade from this tree. So I might, these flowers are gonna die, so I'm just gonna plant among them because they might try to flower, but I don't think they'll have enough time. And I'm gonna get to it, but check this out. I got this on the side of the road. Somebody had dumped some trash, and I was like, oh, how rude, like right outside our house. Well, there was also lots and lots of Crown Royal bags, and I just threw them on the side. I was like, oh, whatever, maybe my son will like these. And I used to love these when I was a kid, but these are even bigger now because I guess the bottles are bigger. But they're great for going out and like harvesting jalapeno peppers and like the little things that I'll harvest here and there. And I don't want to grab like a whole bucket because that's awkward. But how cute is this for little kids? I always thought it was rude that Crown Royal made a bag that was so dang cute. Because it was like weird because it was an alcohol bag. I don't know. Anybody else? Anyway, cute for the kids. Just cover up the Crown Royal label if you don't like that part. But very cool. So I'm going to get to it. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Cleared some space yesterday. So we'll do it together. It'll be fun. Alright, so here, this is like a broccoli. And this spot that I'm digging in right here actually has a lot of rocks near the bottom. It's not terribly hard, but I'm just kind of loosening it around and making sure there's no big rocks. But brassicas do like to be packed tightly, but I want to make sure that it's like has enough room to grow. So anyway, here it is. It's getting really straggly, but it's okay. So check it out. I just transplanted these into this pot about a week ago, and it's already, the roots are looking for somewhere to go. So we're gonna give that a spot right here. And I'm actually gonna end up burying the bottom 2 leaves down there so I can get it nice and deep and firmly packed in there. Then I'm gonna water it with a little bit of fish emulsion that I have here in a bucket. And I might sprinkle some coffee grinds around the outside just for looks, really, just to see, help me remember where they're planted a little. This is just 511 and water. It just sat out yesterday because I decided not to plant them out yesterday because it was still really hot and it was like noon. So here's one that I planted yesterday, looking a little wilted. You do want to have your brassicas planted, I'd say 3 feet apart, but at least 2 feet. This is probably only 2 feet, but they need their space because they're going to get big, and if they're squished in, they just won't get as big. Okay, so here's what I've got in the ground, and you can see where I put the coffee grinds kind of marks where the plants are. But I'm going to come in with mulch as well, just some grass mulch to keep the weeds back. So yay! There it is, mulched with some grass that we mowed this weekend. Alright, my camera and I both got wet by the sprinkler. Feels good though, beautiful, beautiful evening. So yay, thanks for gardening with me, and I hope you have a great one wherever you are. Bye.